today we're going to be making crispy beer battered cod. We're going to start off by making the beer batter. You're going to see multiple hands throughout this because I'm not going to lie, my husband played a big part in making this. I just didn't want y'all to be confused if y'all see an extra hand or whatever. You want to make sure that you're seasoning at every single step. So for majority of the fish, we double battered the fish. And so you want to season the beer batter, you want to season the second flour mixture, and then you also want to season the fish. As you can see, I'm being pretty heavy-handed with the seasoning, and even still, I didn't add additional salt to the fish because I used Tony's, and I was like, oh, the Tony's will probably have enough salt in it, so I don't need to salt it, and I wish I would have added salt. So on here, whenever you see like the different like recipes and then the recipe thing below, it's going to say to salt the fish, and I agree. Even if you put the Tony's, put a little bit of salt. This is the cod we used. You can use any type of cod, whether you've caught it yourself or it's from the store, but just make sure that you pat it as dry as you possibly can to get some of that moisture out. And it is a little bit difficult even for these store-bought ones to get the moisture out because it kind of absorbs a lot of liquid. But as you can see, my husband is like patting it as dry as he can with paper towels, and that's what you want to do so that the batter sticks to the fish. As I said before, you definitely want to season at every step. I don't think I put salt right here, but I would recommend putting salt. That's one thing I will say about my finished product is that it was lacking a little bit with the salt. But I was just a little bit scared because I put Tony's, and so you know how Tony's can be sometimes. As my mother-in-law always say, I do really like salt. So, I mean, salt to your preference. Right here is not necessary unless you want like a really crispy finish, and it'll have like little like crispy bits, kind of like fried chicken does. We prefer it the traditional way, but I wanted to try it this way, and I kind of regret it. I do a couple pieces where I just do it the traditional way, like with just the beer batter, but I did, you know, try it out with this, and next time I'll probably just do it the traditional way. But to each their own. I showed you how to do it both ways, and you can do what you prefer. Temp multiple times throughout the process. You want to try to keep it between 350 and 375 degrees. If it's too low, then it'll just take forever to fry, and if it's too hot, then it'll like the outside will get dark but the inside will not be cooked. And so you want to kind of keep it between there and just let it have like a neutral like cooking time. We did kind of struggle. Our stove runs kind of hot, and so towards the middle we did get like it started getting kind of a little too hot. We had to turn it down, but just make sure you're monitoring that because it'll make it a lot more easy to tell whenever it's done. one that I did with just the beer batter. And at first I was a little worried because, I mean, it was only bubbling a little bit, but eventually it gets that coating that we really like. I wish I would have made it easier to see, but I mean, you can see the difference. I like it this way better. We actually tried it at Epcot in Disney World, and we fell in love with that style of fish, and we love it a lot. So I'm definitely going to be making this again and doing it all of them this way. But like I said, some people like the other type of batter, so it just really depends on what your preference is. I'm showing y'all how to make this, but I'm honestly not an expert on frying fish at all. So if y'all have any tips and tricks, leave them in the comments. I'm open to learn anything and everything. People especially who are used to making this type of fish, like, I'm open to all takes, critiques, anything. Just comment down below. I decided to make the tartar sauce from scratch, and I've never really made it before. I think I tried to make it one other time and I didn't really like how it turned out. This was actually really good. Like, when I first made it, I was kind of like iffy about it, but by the time it sat in the fridge and the fish was done, I feel like it really like got a little bit more texture to it, a little bit, what am I trying to say? It like kind of got more like settled in the fridge, and so the flavors were there. It was very good. I would definitely make it again, honestly. I would. Like I said before, a non-negotiable is putting it in the fridge for at least a couple hours so it can get cool and get that tasty flavor. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.